Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, YouTubers. This is Jerry Dime with How to Get Out of Babylon. Yeah, I'm going to do one more top lit updraft, upside down, fire and forget, one match fire. I'm going to lay it and get it ready so when it gets cold they can just light it up. So kind of save time there, save smoke inhalation and everything else. I put a lot of information on the last one I did, so please look at that, read it. I've got a lot of links there. I got a whole playlist that I did. I believe it's very important. That's why I keep, every time I get a chance to, I do a video on it and just say a few extra words. So I'll probably do that afterward. See how I feel. Okay, I'm going to pause this. Okay, so the other day when I was doing the one, people were in their house, so I just was going like this. You know, this is wide and this is, I got some really wide flat pieces. I want to get my maximum burning capability on the bottom, so I'm going to put one in lengthwise. I guess I could do that bottom one crossways, but I haven't done that before. I'm going to go for my big logs on the bottom, biggest ones by far. Here's a really big one. And I'll put them so the flat side is facing up. Flattest side is the most burn, the most exposure to burn, right? So that one's going to go in. Actually, I could put it in the other way and it'll be easier for me. I don't know. I might put another one on top of it. I gotta stand up to do that, really. I can't get my wrist strength into action there. There we go. Could have stayed up, I guess. What else we got? I guess cross piece, cross piece, cross piece. Big thick one for the middle. And I think I'll put that one in like that. Now for cross piece, I'm going to do some that are fairly flattish. Put that one to the back. Push it in with the next one. On some videos I say, you know, there's lots of ways you can pull off pretty easy. Sometimes you can pull it off, sometimes you can't. And that makes good kindling. Oak is very tough. These guys just pick poplar and spruce and pine and what is the other stuff? Cedar, not Port Orford cedar, no. In the northwest there, the main wood there is, I can't ever remember the name of it. Anyway, you slap at it really lightly and the whole thing splits. Well, that don't happen with oak most of the time. Oak is very tough. Like in this case here, I can't hardly get this with my whole weight on it. There, I finally got it. Just to tear that off is tough. I'm going to leave it alone there because it's going to be fire starting capability. Okay, so them three are good. Now I'm going to put in cross tie in flat stuff. Getting loaded up back there. I maybe shouldn't have put that one in. That second one there, I don't know if I should have put that one in or not. Maybe not. I'm not going to have hardly any room for top stuff. Which I've got ready. Which I think is what I'm going to have to go with. Now when I do a bag, this is a bag with leaves, but I want to put poke holes in it so that it can, if I light this end, the smoke can come out the other end. The hot gas can come out and go up the flue. If you choke them off, got nowhere to go, it's just going to back up. So I'm going to tear about 2 or 3 good sized holes in there. And at the front here and the bottom, I'm going to tear some holes where they're going to light it. So it'll have capability for air to go through and fan the flame. Fan the flame, fan the flame. And that's about full. I think what I need to do is pull this one out. That was probably not a good idea. Put that one in there instead. That's the thing about a short fat stove like this is you don't have room to do anything. Okay. That's my back. Now, what I'm going to do with that is, this is fat wood. Let me show you what that does. The other day it was really wet, so it wasn't working very well, but this feels drier. Feels drier. Come on. Don't make a liar out of me. Once that's lit, you can actually see black smoke come out because that's from sap. There's a lot of fat in it. That's why they call it fat wood. So you can get that at Walmart for $5. Get it online, Amazon, eBay. Very good. Oh, it smells wonderful. It smells like pine. Oh my gosh, I love it. So I'm going to put a couple of those in there. Like this, almost like splinters. So when Bill wants to light it, he can just hit one of them and it'll catch and it'll burn. Where's my other hole? Come on. Overkill here. This stuff is very fibery. I'm not even going to try to pull that apart. I'll just stuff it in here as an extra, if I can get it in there. I think that's about it. And I said bark, if it's dry, it's good for kindling and stuff. Get that one in there somewhere. I mentioned the other day Life and Farmland video channel. Very good on fire starting and splitting and stacking and everything. The guy's terribly industrious. Very good channel. And he shows this, he takes you the largest piece of newspaper and you roll it up diagonally. You make a roll. Of course you're going to crinkle it a little bit as you're doing it. So you get a long roll like that, and you make a donut out of it. Roll it over, and just pass one of them through to make a knot so it stays there. That gives maximum amount of airflow, circulation, everything. Now I'm going to put one of them on each side, so that as soon as we're going to light it, it'll either light itself from the from the other fire. It's kind of a booster added safety measure. This is going to work as a one match fire and forget. I'm going to stuff one up in here too and call that good. So there you go. Let me see if I can see anything else in there we need to talk about. I got a couple of other really good hacks. So I think you can see, I'll try to get it where I can see. On the bottom, there are 3 pretty wide pieces. I normally wouldn't have gone that wide, that fat. I would have gone a little one, not quite that wide, and that's on its side, so that's very wide. So and it took up a lot of space there. I want maximum fuel capability, so like 2 inches thick and 4 inches wide would be great. 3 or 4 pieces of that, because that'll take up that whole space, but it'll give you a lot of wood in there. I don't have that much wood in there because of that, because of the diagonal or the triangular shape of the pieces. So, and then second tier, third tier, and then you got to get your kindling in there. So I'm gonna shut this down and just let it go. They can light it when they want to. And these pieces I'm gonna save for next time. I already cleaned up once, so I'm gonna clean up again, put the wood back on the wood stack and call it good.